Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier for 9 to 42, and today's guitar lesson is on Pressure by MUSE. I was driving home from work and I heard this on the radio and thought, oh, this is a great tune, let's do a video on this. It's pretty easy. We've got 4 lines of music to learn to do the whole song, and it's all relatively easy as well. So, okay, the first riff goes like this. Okay, nice easy riff to play. It's all on one string. It's on the G string, so the 3rd string up from the floor. And it's going to start on fret 9. So you play 9. And then you're going to slide from 9 all the way up to 16. So you play the 9, slide up. You don't hit the 16 again with the plectrum. You just slide it up. Okay, so it goes 9, 2, 3. Okay, so that's on beat 4. And then you're going to play fret 14, so you get this. Okay, that's from the beginning. And then fret 12 3 times on the offbeats. And on the 3rd 12, you're going to slide down 1 fret to fret 11. So you got. Okay, so that little slide. Again, you play the 12, you slide down to the 12. So you play the 12, you slide down to the 11, but you don't play the 11 with the plectrum. Just make sure you're squeezing the string so that the note carries on. Okay, so from the beginning up to the first 11, we've got this. Okay, nice and slow, and then we get a big slide. We're going to slide all the way from 4 up to 14. So what you need to do with this, because it's such a big slide, you need to look, well, get your finger on fret 4, but then look at fret 14 when you're sliding, or else you'll end up going past. If you're looking at your finger, you just go straight past. So look at 14 and hopefully your finger will stop there. Okay, so 4 to 14, and then we're going to go back to fret 12, then fret 11, and then 2 more fret 12s, and then that last 12 is going to slide back down to 9 to start again. So you get from the 4 to the 14 slide, you get this. And that last note, that's starting around again to the beginning of the line. Okay, so let's try and do the whole line nice and slowly. Ready, and 2, 3. Two, 3. There you go, and up to speed. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3. And you just keep that going round. So that's the first riff through the verse. Then we get the next riff, which goes. Okay, it's quite a funky, cool little riff. So it starts on D9, and we're going to go 9, 8, 7 on the beats, and then we're going to play 5 on the D string. So we've got on the offbeat of beat 4, and then we're going to go to 7 on the A string, A7, and play that twice. So far we've got. And then we get this cool little funky lick which goes. Which you're playing A5, and then you're going to play A7 and pull it off to fret 5. So you got. And then you're going to play E7, A5, A7. So that lick really slowly. We're up to speed. So that's a little bit tricky. That's probably the hardest bit of the whole song. So it might take a little bit of practice to get that. So from the beginning of the line, it just does the same riff twice. So the first 2 bars are then just repeated in the second 2 bars. So you get this nice and slow. We're up to speed. Okay, on to the next riff. It's almost the same but kind of down an octave. Here is a slight little change though. So it's going to go, or it sounds like this. Okay, so on the E string you're on fret E7, E6, E5, E3, then 2 E's. You'll see on that next bar there's a 3 in a bracket. If it's in a bracket, you don't play it, it's just because it's held on from the previous bar. Okay, so you got... And then this next lick idea is a little bit different to the other one. It goes... which plays A5, A7, and then E7, and then A5 and A7 again. So it goes... or even slower. Up to speed. So that riff goes round 3 times, and then the 4th time you don't do the... it just does a like a little slide, and that goes into the chorus. So that whole line goes 1, 2, 3. I should just do it slow first. 1, 2, 3, and... Okay, up to speed. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the last bit that we need to learn, we've just got some power chords for the chorus. We're going to start on the 3rd fret of the E string, and our 3rd finger is on A5 and little finger on D5. So that's a G power chord, and then we take that same shape up 2 frets to the 5th fret, but then move it down 1 string. So your first finger's on A5, and then we're going to play that. So there we've got a bar of G5, a bar of D5, and it does that again. A bar of G5, a bar of D5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to move up 2 frets. So your first finger's on A7, 3rd finger will be on D9, and little finger on G9. So that's playing an E power chord. And then you're going to move up a string, so you're on 7th fret of the E string. Then it goes back down, and then the last chord is on fret 8 of the E string. So 8, 10 and 10. Okay, so let's play the whole of the chorus. The whole of that line just repeats. It's relatively simple. You can either play 1 chord per bar, or you could play 4 chords per bar. You could go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Completely up to you. I'm just going to play 1 chord per bar for the first time round. I might do 4 the second time round. Who knows? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go, that's the whole song. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this little video of mine. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, I'd really appreciate that. It's Andy Hillier 9 to 42. And if you could give me a like, that would be awesome. And some comments as well. It really helps me out if you give me some comments. If you liked it, any songs that you'd like me to do a video on, just put them in the comment section as well. Thanks for watching this, and I'll see you next time.